right, so we're back in today. As a matter of fact, I am setting up now, and so we'll get in here while I'm setting up and everything. Just trying to get this audio thing working right. I go back and I listen, and I see some of the videos, and I'm like, God dang it, what is that echo? What is that? Almost like a reverb at the very top, right? Depending on how loudly, is it just not, and it could be just cheap equipment. Maybe I need to invest and spend more money on on some, better quality equipment. That could be it right there. And then I know in the beginning there was just this hum at the beginning, and it's like, what is that? And it's like, is that my computer? It's picking up the fans off my computer, and it's like, so trying to figure that out, trying to get this sorted and everything. And I said, well, I better keep putting stuff out just so people don't think I forgot, or so they don't forget about me, who a few people that are watching. And where we are right now is in week 2, and we're about to face the Saints. All right, so they have weekly awards here, and we got to remember one thing real quick, because it would bug me if I go back in and now don't hate me, but we don't play all 60 minutes anyway, right? So, but if I went back into another game and it was still set that way, I would have been pissed. All right, so weekly awards, it usually doesn't show us that unless there it is. Diggs, two picks, one pick six. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He deserves that. Okay, I'm not gonna argue. Kyler Murray, I see, was the offensive player of the week for the NFC. I'm not a huge Kyler Murray fan. Um, some things about him rub me the wrong way, but he's a great athlete, and he's a good player. So there it is. Um, sometimes you question, and I don't have the right because I don't play football, right? But sometimes you question people's seriousness about playing, and their attitude and their ability to get along with others. And sometimes that worries me. Let's see. So storylines, press conference. So we have a press conference. Now, I appreciated that they've changed it up a little bit, but it's still leaning kind of like it was last year anyway. You just put it in a different wrapping, right? Um, very happy with how the players battled. Uh-huh. Who deserves the most credit? See, I mean, technically, you just went the long way around. Who deserves the most credit? Was it a good game? I'm gonna just say, well, our offense played really well. Which players got the game ball? Oh, Diggs for sure, but you're not gonna give me that chance because it's at the offense, didn't I? God dang it! I'm sure your players will have a reaction to you saying that. Of course, because you just blindsided me without any kind of understanding of exactly what you were asking. And then it's leading questions, leading you into well, you're going to have, so since you said the offense played really well, well, then I should have said the defense, right? And yeah, I should have. And then we could have said Diggs. Diggs deserved the game ball, which he did. All right, weekly strategy. Well, let's upgrade our players first. I like to upgrade the players before you go into weekly strategy so that, and there it is. It is surprising. All right, cool. And let's see, weekly strategy. Let's get in here. Uh, Alvin Kamara. Yeah, he's a concern, but guess what? If you can't throw him the ball, and it's Derek Carr. You know, Derek Carr used to have a strong arm. Probably still does. His arm is stronger than mine, that's for sure. All right, let's get deuce. And I'm sure you guys are gonna get tired of watching me do this, and at some point I'm gonna get tired of doing this, and then what I'll end up doing is just simming it. Now, what would be a great mechanic, because I don't think it does this. At least it didn't do it in um, college football 25. Is that if it took your best score, once you got gold, because I remember back in the day, there was one version that if you scored gold on a particular drill, then if you sim that drill, it gives you gold again. I thought. I could be completely wrong about that. I just thought that was a thing, you know. So here though, I gotta figure out how to do the celebration. I think you get extra points for doing a celebration. Who's the who's the linebacker on this side? Because he is Leofold. Let's say he is a little bit harder to get around, it seems. Than Wilson was. All right. I think one more and we should have good. Nope. Need another one. That should do it. I mean, it is not exciting at all, right? You know? I mean, the question really, I guess, becomes how many points can I get? You know, and then, let me play around with play around with some of the buttons to see how it feels. And can you break 100,000? And then let's see. Now remember the games. There we go. All right, this is gonna be interesting. Look, come on, get off of there. Now, if anybody watched me play the wide receiver in college football 25, they know I have trouble with these barrels. I get stuck on these barrels no matter what, and it's terrible. It is awful. It's like, oh my God, I missed the. Now, are you serious? You just let me go through? Now you're probably wondering, well, what's around the other guy? Because the other guy at least stayed right there at the little marker for the multiplier. But yes, I run at him for the multiplier. I don't run just because I want to shed. I do it so I can get that multiplier in there. So it doesn't make sense when they just back away and let you go on through. That's a weird flex. Oh, all right, come on. Up, get around, get around, up. All right, get around, get around. Angle. I thought I was about to miss him. What it is trying to get that angle in there so when I come in there and hit him. All right, come on. I'm not supposed to kill the quarterback in practice, all right? But I can't help myself sometimes. I see red and I want to charge. All right. Now, I haven't turned off practice injuries yet, so let's see what's going on. Like I said, it's got to. There's gonna be an injury that's really gonna annoy me, and that's gonna be my motivation to turn it off. Diggs. That annoys me. Guess what's happening now? We are turning that off. That irritates me to no end. I can't even begin to tell you how irritated I am right now. Coming off of two interceptions and a pick six. Holy cow, we got a lot of upgrades here. Hey, this is your time to shine, man. This is your time to shine. How are you 75 all the way across the board there? What's been going on with you that your numbers went up so high? Where you at? All right. Right now, I am playing on an Xbox Series X. We're going to keep your Power Rusher going right now. Part of me wants to actually go in and make a trade for Jordan Phillips. I'm not sure if he's actually still with the Giants or not in this game. In this game, not in IRL, because that's what the Cowboys are doing right now. They're trading for Jordan Phillips to help with the defensive line depth. And to be honest with you, that would be a perfect 1-2 combination on in base. Him and Mozzie just sitting there, talk about size. Luke Schoonmaker. All right. We got nothing we can do with the staff except for we're going to do our weekly goals. Yes, because game day goals. I don't like win by 17 plus points. Come on, really? This is the NFL. Since it is 15 whole minutes each quarter, yeah, we'll do that. Allow less than 24 points and two passing touchdowns. Do we want two passing touchdowns or do we want to shoot for 5 sacks again? You know what? We're going to shoot for 5 sacks again. Which one gives, yeah, because that one gives more points. All right. Okay. So we are without Diggs. And I tell you right now, it doesn't break my heart one bit. Come in here. Where is it? Practice injury. Off. No, and it could be very well fixed from uh, past iterations, but you just annoyed the crap out of me. That would be just like, yeah, yeah, just yeah. So it's reactionary right now. Who knows? I might turn it on before next week. We're gonna play the full game. Is how we do this, and we're gonna try that format one more time. And I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious what the score is going to be at half.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll be watching Jake Ferguson. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Cowboys and the Saints, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Got all about Sergi coming out with 2 touchdown
This
catches.
is Mike Tirico with Greg Brooks in week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt now. It almost feels like all the build-up is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely. And this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just 1 of 17. That's not the case. It is different. Mike, you have all training camp, all summer.
All right, so we're gonna leave it. Yeah, I gotta leave that at fast for right now. Sorry, jump forward. Next quarter. Boom. Just see what's got 7-0 Saints. Still 7-0. Oh wait, is that Cowboys? 7-0 Cowboys. Oh, okay, that's better. Next quarter. 7-7. 14-7. All right, all right. We could deal. We could deal. So now change the speed, slope, custom play options. We're gonna play all offense.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the
And then
next
I gotta
30
go in and
minutes
check
or more as this second
because
half gets underway.
if I win the toss, I should
It'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail now 14-7. They'll go up for first and 10.
Right there, saw him throw it. I was like, "Where's Diggs to intercept?"
The 38-yard line. First and 10. Carr working out of the gun.
Come on. Nice.
And he can hang on.
Michael in coverage.
It's incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was
Really
arriving.
scary.
And it'll be second down.
I think he can do it.
The shotgun.
With his hand on the ground, it's better.
To
Better.
the left side, in the hands of Hill. He'll get about 6
Mike
before
is
he's taken
better
down.
suited for a 3-3
Here's a
defense.
third down and 4.
But coming out of college, you didn't know that.
He's got his man. That's Olave.
You didn't know.
He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on third down. And the Saints first down. Now Carr. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Come on. Come on.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun.
Oh my
Kamara.
God.
And they lay him down, but not until they get
Zagger from over
inside
6
the
yards of
40-yard
carry.
line.
After
Give
that.
them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
It's already been 4.8. And boom.
To throw is Carr. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbound. Onto the line now on second and 2. Back is Carr.
Get him. Yes. Yes. Mozzie. Mozzie.
Positive remaining. It's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, the chances of converting here for a touchdown
oh,
a lot more difficult.
I saw
It's incomplete.
coming up
It's
behind.
rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterbacks have been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
It sure does. Now we got to get further away.
A return coming from the 14. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
You know,
Cowboys.
and then I see why the kick returns. I think they're more kind of a random thing. Like it decides if the return is going to be a touchdown, like based on kind of a random thing. And then if it decides it's a touchdown now, it's going to make all the moves for the touchdown to happen. And I think that's so it's predetermined, right? I don't think that it's really the returner goes and then runs and then finds the opening and goes. Because if you think about it,
Sits at
technically
4.
the path finding and everything, if it's really on point, you should find the opening
First and 10.
right? So you have to make it so that he's going to be tagged. So, but I don't want to argue that every play is predetermined like that because it's not. When you're controlling a player, you can kind of override that.
A shotgun snap for Prescott.
I threw it right to him. I can't believe I did that. I looked right at the guy and threw it, and I hit the wrong button.
The
Oh my
mindset of
gosh!
this
And then
offensive
I don't.
coordinator.
I'm
He's
looking
saying,
right at him, saying, "Don't throw to A." And what do I do?
in this case,
I throw it
led
right
to the
to
turnover.
A.
Now your defense has to
Oh my
take the field.
goodness.
Can they bail you out and keep
Oh,
this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
bail me out, guys.
First down throw for Carr.
I apologize.
And
I'm
good
sorry.
yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
I mean, seriously.
Here's second and 3 to go.
Said, don't throw to A. Don't throw to A. And threw it right to A.
In motion is Hill. On second down, here's a run with Kamara.
All right, man.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that
And I
first
didn't
down.
do what you're going
They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set
Sounds like
third down.
get into the half and it's front flow, and then I don't do all the free stuff that I usually do once I take over. Nice.
And this is going to be in.
Nice. Who's out on the coverage?
Great work to get in there.
That wasn't Parsons, was it?
Offensively setting up a fourth down.
Are you serious?
Getting the tough yards. They'll go
Oh.
fullback. And he's going to have the Saints first down.
Right.
Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
We gotta make them pay.
Here's Carr.
Essentially, you just can't
Taken in by
We
Saheed.
gotta make them pay.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Kamara. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard
The
line.
answer to the question is no. I haven't been playing this to get
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
This is my second. This is the first time in since I last reported. So
Contact.
yeah,
up
I'm not
front.
just looking for.
Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Just hoping everything. Offsides, really? Yes. I was going
Still second down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on second and goal.
All right. So we're gonna be down
To
3.
throw, it's Carr. He puts it up, and it's caught. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Like I said,
It's his
we're
second
down 3.
touchdown of the year.
And then I gotta get my head on.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. Saints move out to a 3-point edge, 17 to 14.
It was an awful route, right? But it was completely covered. There was no.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away.
I had a choice between
Short
A and
kick
B.
taken just inside the 20. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. His offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This
Should be
drive
more
kicks off with
separated
first and 10.
except for now stupidity.
They'll run here with Akers. Who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Second and 7.
Then I can't say that. That was 24. This is a different game altogether.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his...
Before we do this play, because I'm like I said, I'll get going and I'll forget to do everything that I normally do. First thing is which really doesn't matter at this point. We can see they've thrown. No, yeah, they doing. Yeah, they're throwing on us big time. That's not okay. Uh, Two interceptions. So I don't. Which way does that go? I don't know which way. Okay, no, we've given the ball up twice. They've given it up once, so they're +1. So the two interceptions we threw. So, and that's the one thing though. They will make Dak throw a lot of interceptions, and that kind of irks me in a sense because last year he did not, right? And the year before he did, but last year they kind of fixed it and kind of kept him away from it. So that the fact that the game just it seems like when I'm using quarterbacks, Dak's the one that's going to have a lot when I'm simming, and it's like I just don't understand. So let's see. No, I didn't want to do that. Wrong button. All right. So Akers isn't doing very well for me, even though he does have 5 receptions. So we're throwing down underneath him and a touchdown. Cooks has got on the board there. All right. Ooh, Parsons with 2.5 sacks. Smith with 1 sack. So we got 3.5, 4 sacks. So we're one away. And then interception fest. This one was the ridiculous one. Okay, so we'll come in here. Let's make our changes. Let's go in here. We're swapping you out. And then, as a matter of fact, we're swapping you out good for good. And then we're going to leave you like it is. And then, as a matter of fact, let's just get down. We're not messing with anything here. We're taking you out. Again, like I said, I want a little bit more size there. I would love to have Jordan right in there right now. Jordan Phillips right there. Okay. Oh, wait. Overshown. Okay, Carson. All right. Oh, we do have an extra corner. Okay. Problem is we don't have good corners. All right. All right. Let's see. In the slot? Oh, kick returner. Okay. Wait, slot? What? All right. All right, third down running back. And then, okay, in the slot. Yeah. Wait, nope. You know what we're going to do? We're going to switch that out. We're going to take and we're going to move sides. Then we're going to leave that. And then, ooh. Some people might think I'm a little crazy about doing that, but I'm going to do that. I just want to test it. I want to see. Okay.
Mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here.
You've been running like that before. Maybe I would have made the change I made.
And quickly, another first down.
I wish they would put that up there where they would tell you who's the.
They'll run forward. K-State product too strong. Be taken down after a short pickup. It's up to 27.
Do not like read option. I think that's a great runner. He can run a little bit, but he's not.
Look him up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun. Oh, there.
Oh my God!
And he's lost the football.
Frick!
The Saints have got him. He's inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery.
I have no
And a
offensive
great
line.
return
I
for
have
the
literally
touchdown.
no offensive line.
And a terrific play for the
And
defense to come up with the score that Greg extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
I know. There's a whole lot of free play stuff you're supposed to do.
To be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that not only then extend the lead,
You know, maybe I
it just
should
makes
get
that
better
even a
at
taller
that
task.
first, and then bench them. You know, but like I said, it would be a lot better if I'm better at the move.
Ready to go once more as it kicks away.
Because I can.
Avante Turpin on the return. And he'll be set up well as
I didn't see him coming in. I did not see the blitzer. And obviously now I didn't see the blitzer either.
By their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far.
Look, first they're going to show me my two worst plays. Well,
First and 10 now from the 36. Here we go. Here's Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now, Elliott. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up. Third down.
You know, and the funny thing is, once I started playing 24, it was the same. It was like, I really couldn't stand it.
Now Prescott.
The game plan.
That's complete to Elliott. And he's very close to the first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Yep.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's going to have
I was just trying to get across.
first down as he pushes forward for a couple fourth and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about.
Okay, that one.
The offense gets it done.
Okay.
I think you just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time. But I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On second down, it's Dak.
Shoots.
I'll throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. Now it's going to be third down. Dak to throw.
Of course. Are you kidding me, CD?
Incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again.
The route
He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
And the kickoff doesn't even get to midfield. That is a huge mistake and gives the opponents great
that's a
field
huge
position.
mistake since it's a punt, brother. Doesn't matter if it doesn't get to midfield. They didn't change the punt rule. And then you hear the crowd.
First,
and it's like, Yeah, man, let's fix that, bro.
Here's a design.
There we go.
Not going to work out. Oh,
There we go.
be a
Ooh,
safety.
read option out of the end zone.
Defenses dream about those,
Look
whether
at
it's a pick
the
six or a
ball.
scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about
I'm
getting
not
the
understanding
job
that
done
play
on
call.
defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back and likely with great
They're
field
sitting there
position.
going like, it don't matter. This can't do nothing. You know, JD Brooks is on the controllers. Ain't nothing happening. Ooh.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked
Oh,
off by Demario Davis.
yeah.
Once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend.
No,
But
this
as
is
hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at
Probably
that
shouldn't be
level if
playing
they
on
lack
all pro yet.
confidence in this passing.
Like I said, I don't play on Madden, so it's not that was not
They'll give this to Kamara.
Right.
Running right.
all pro. Obviously,
They
it's
get
too much for me right
18
now.
on that one. 1st down,
The only
New
thing I can do
Orleans.
is- But the problem is, and then really the question becomes, I need to get better, but do you guys need to watch me as I
So,
get better?
3 quarters now in the books.
You know?
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to
That's
the
not good.
NFL
I don't
on
know.
EA
I don't think it's
Sports.
entertaining. Well, it could be. You guys be like, look how bad this guy is. And it's like, well, it's not entertaining. And I'm sorry for that. I don't know what to say to this. This is ridiculous.
Olave is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Carr. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
We have a knack of making one guy on a team like total superstar.
In motion
Now,
is Hill.
in 24, it was like the tight end.
Out
Every
of the
team I
gun,
faced,
here's
their
a
tight
give
end
to Kamara.
was just having,
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8.
and it's like,
2nd and goal.
tight end is all of a sudden Travis Kelce. You know, every single one. And it's like, I know we face a lot of good ones.
He'll go again here with Kamara.
You know,
He'll be taken
everything.
down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
A superstar. Come on, hold up. Hold up.
That's hauled in at the 2. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short.
And they're going to go
It's
for
going
it.
to set up 4th down.
They got nothing to lose. It's like this offense can't do anything. Might as well turn
They'll
them back.
run for it.
And of course, we can't stop.
He's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch.
It is.
Alvin
It is.
Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
They got to tweak some settings, do
This
something.
has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce back
As we
performance.
drop
After talking to them, they
This is a
felt
game
really
we should not have
disappointed
We were
in their
ahead,
week 1
we were
performance. They
marching.
felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike.
and
So now
we
here in week 2.
But it's all me. It's not. I'm not gonna blame the game. I'm sucking.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
But it's like our defense isn't contesting every pass. And they're on defense. The AI is not contesting every pass. It's just when I play.
Prescott now. The open man is Tolbert. And a mark him down just shy of the 40. First down, Prescott. That one, downfield.
It should have been hit. It should have been hit. And that should have been hit.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with
That's
that
not
pass.
right. That's not.
And it'll be second down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been an incredible back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Good work after the catch. They get 16 for the first down.
It's like I panicked.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. Not a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
A short throw caught by Ferguson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Oh! Out of his hands. It is incomplete. I tell you, in the game, he should have come up with that. He doesn't. And third down comes up.
And I threw it right as he was about to go into the break. And of course,
they'll throw again. Dak. And he will score. Game on.
Oh gosh.
Jake Ferguson.
I picked the wrong one there. Get it, boy. Get it.
So they get.
Oh, God.
He can go for one, making a one-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Whatever she decides is what we're doing.
So things are a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
That's going to be pulled in right down there. And they'll be set up down. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
He has the win.
Shaheed in motion. On first down, Carr.
Finally.
Knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Let me first to just
Good job.
It's incomplete. Here's a third and 10.
One more.
Slot man in motion right.
I'd appreciate a sack.
Carr from the gun.
Oh, you can just let the guy run wide open.
Inside the 40-yard line.
Heck?
He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
9 receptions. Oh.
The shotgun. It's Carr. He'll look middle here.
Okay, so watch.
And he'll get about 8 on that one.
Right. I told you I don't normally play unless it really
It's second down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be
I
on
have
the
no
wrong
idea
end.
what play that is. Okay. Hits.
Carr now.
Dude, I don't even know what play that is, man.
That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
First down throw for Carr. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not finding the play that I
Rare
want.
miss
I'm
from
like,
that we've seen really come out on
doesn't
fire
seem right to
throughout
me
this entire
because
contest. I mean, his
that's
completion
kind of a
percentage, Mike,
standard.
is
What?
well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Second down, Carr. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. To throw, it's Carr. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, with the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Boom. There you go. Come on. Somebody's making a play.
There he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now, Carr. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough. First down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. Give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. Bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Dak going to throw it here on first down.
Okay, you doing that guy so forward.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. Prescott again.
No! No!
to the end zone, but it's
Oh my God. He's
They'll
like,
let
oh
golden
no.
opportunity slip
So
away on that
accidentally
one.
brushed
It's the
against
matchup that they
button.
wanted. They
Because
just
I'm
couldn't
trying
quite
to move the stick.
capitalize on it.
I don't know. My thumb wasn't on the stick. So I was moving it to the right stick and I brushed against the button. And somehow it ended up going. I'm like, oh no. No, I just screwed up big time. And
another try, second
yeah,
and 10.
that was not good.
To the air again, Prescott. That is caught to the goal and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
All right.
Certainly some
So
importance to this
we're
one now.
watching. We're watching.
After the touchdown,
Defense has
they
got
can
it
get
from
this
right
down
here.
to a field
I'm
goal
letting them take
with a
it.
two-point conversion.
Obviously, I couldn't stop them.
They'll drop to throw.
I'm about to say, dude, can you run
And he
any
will get
slower?
it to the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful.
What?
And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
You got to stop it. All I can do is just watch right now.
The kickoff team
This
is
is
out
it.
on the field.
This is
We're
the
back
part of the
to it
game that
as
just
the
it
kicks
makes
away.
you. It's like, okay,
Here
here we
comes a
go.
return from the
What's the
5.
D going to do?
And a
Do you
decent
force a
return there.
turnover? Do
He'll
you
get
force
this
a
up
3 and
good
out?
side of the
They're
30.
gonna have to do the clock management too. I don't
Comes the New Orleans
control that.
offense. They're
Everything
ready
is
to
on them.
take over once again.
So right
They lead
now,
by a
I
field goal
played as
as they
poorly
go
as
to work
possible,
with a 1st and 10.
and now they have to bail me out. And do I have the right players on the field?
They'll start this one on the
And
ground with
I'm
the
going to start
and
by
he's going to
saying
be
no.
taken down, and that will take us.
Give up 5 yards
to
right there.
warning.
We did
They'll
they
come up
called
here
the
on
timeout.
2nd
Okay.
down and 5. They're going to go right back to the mound.
There we go. There we go. But they still gained the yard.
And that will take us
Okay.
another 2-minute warning.
Okay, that isn't taking us to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning happened 15 seconds ago.
Olave
Come on,
is the
Tarico.
motion man. Throwing.
Come on, defense.
He's got a receiver. That's Woods.
It's over.
Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
I'm very disappointed, but like I said, all I can do is just sit back and watch them now. Now, hopefully, they don't make us sit here and
The
watch.
defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal. As
Did they just take a
it's down
defensive?
2-8.
All 3.
2nd and 11.
They need to work on the thing. I don't think they've got Trico and Olsen team.
Again, up the middle. With
Oh, you couldn't do that before.
and he tries to get back to the line of
You
scrimmage,
couldn't
but
do that
will not
before.
make
You
it here.
do it now, but you
He's going
couldn't
to
do
lose
it
a yard.
when it counted.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
That's it. So, in week 2, my poor skills come to light, and we dropped our first game. We dropped the second game of the season. 34-31 to the Saints. We should not have lost this game. It's completely
So this was
100%
a win for the
on
visiting
me.
Saints.
This
This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball
my
to the field,
inability
matching
to,
each other point for point. In the end, got a few more
just
defensive
figure
stops than
out
their opponents did. That was
how
the
to play.
difference in this one.
My stick skills.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson
You know
and
what I
our
mean?
entire
I
team.
threw
I'm Mike
probably
Tirico.
good
You've
4.
been watching the
I had
NFL
4
on
passes that I
EA
should not have
Sports.
thrown,
For more,
and
log on
2
to
were made.
easports.com.
Well, I'm going to say that second
With that,
interception.
we say so long, everyone.
That second interception, probably I would have thrown no matter what, thinking I could get it in there, right? So I'm not going to really knock myself a whole lot. It was still a mistake, but I'm not going to blame my stick skills on that. I would have thrown that in there trying to squeeze it in. The first interception, throwing straight to the guy. I don't know what I was doing, thinking, or whatever. I do know what I was thinking. I was thinking, don't do that. And I did it anyway. It was just like a reflex. I hit the A when I told myself, do not throw the A. And I hit it. Um, and then the rest was just, we paid for it. You know what I'm saying? We paid for it. And then that fumble, I think was the killer, right? And that was me not seeing the blitzer, not picking him up, and trying to throw the ball before the blitzer get there. And as I'm trying to, and it's the animation. Once you're in the throwing animation and the blitzer gets there, and I guess it decided, well, that's a fumble, and then that was a fumble, and that was a scoop and score. And there is the difference in the game right there, that touchdown. So yeah, it was on me, not the team. I came in, took over, and cost us the game. All right, so let's just wrap this up on a very sour note. Let's see what we got. I know my stick skills will get better and improve, but right now, uh, I just don't want it to be at the cost of an actually. This team is a good team, and they're supposed to go far, and I don't want to keep losing games because I'm a poor Madden player. So, but that's probably why most people go in and rebuild other teams because it don't matter at that point. You know what I mean? You don't take over a team that's going to be good, right? But again, like I said, I don't impose heavy duty, like I said, heavy duty restrictions on myself or penalties on myself in order to make the game harder because for me, an average, and I'm going to say an average Madden player, the game is already hard enough, right? Just choosing to play all pro is hard enough for me. And then just learning to get better at that level, right? I'm not one of those people that can just say, "Oh, just put it on high, on Madden level," and then just get in there and say, "Okay, this isn't hard enough. I need to turn down some stuff." No, that's not the kind of player I am. No, no. Average Joe, Joe Schmo right here, just playing. You know, you leave the settings at 50, and then the only thing that I turn down is the interceptions because I will say this: the way the Madden game is, you will throw 10 picks per game if you just leave it at 50. You will. It just, and in some of these picks, it's like, for me, it's like, there's no way that should have been a pick. There's no way that player or that defender should have gotten over there to make that interception. And then the fact that he is kind of part of that whole madnism thing from, and when you're like, reason I'd never like to play Madden level was because there's too many wonky things happen. Too many things happen that probably shouldn't be happening. And I don't want to like say, I don't want to just like say, well, it isn't my poor skill level, but I want to say that that interception should never have happened, right? And then I don't want to sit there and then like at the end of the game, there's six interceptions, and I say three of them shouldn't have happened. That is a poor experience at that point. That is a very frustrating and poor experience, and that's not something you don't want to do. You don't want to. At that point, you don't just you get to the point where you're like, well, it's not worth playing. So that is very key and crucial to how I set up the game is like, okay, so I'm not going to play Madden for sure. And then if I play all pro, I'm going to turn down that interceptions. I turn it down to 25 because if I don't, then it's 7, 8 picks per game. And then you can see right there, I still threw two and I gave up a fumble. So it isn't going to hurt the turnover level, or make it so that I don't turn the ball over ever, because the game will ensure that you turn the ball over if it wants you to. It's just, you know, I need to turn it down to a level so that the game is still fun for me. Okay, so we don't have anything. We're going to do this real quick since we are here, and I usually do this right after. So we're going to come in here. We're going to do this, and then I might actually, and I should have put the point there, but it's too late now. You can't back it out. And then, so we'll get out of there, and we got to figure things out because Baltimore's coming in next week. Here, let's just advance and see what next week is going to be bringing. All right, we are playing at home against Baltimore, and it is going to be an awful, awful game. Reason I say it's going to be an awful, awful game because they have one of the most exceptional running quarterbacks in the league, and he just runs all over us. And then they also have Derrick Henry. We are going to get killed. And then they have Roquan Smith. I saw that name up there. The AI is going to have him blitzing and just in our face the entire time when we do decide to play. So yeah, it's going to be terrible. And then look at this right here.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to avoid losing them next season.
Now this is interesting. So 4 years, 30 million a year. Yeah, if only that was the case. And then here's one, 3 years, just under 50 million a year. Yeah, if only. Marquise Bell, does he deserve 8 million a year? I think he has gotten to that point. I got to be honest. I love myself some Demarcus Lawrence as far as the player on the field. I'm not overly crazy about his personality. I think he's too arrogant for his as a person, but you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, well, your arrogance doesn't match up to your play in some games, right? Don't sit there after the Green Bay loss and be arrogant. You don't have the right. Um, but $24 million a year, there's no way. I mean, as good as he is, there's no way we can afford the team. I mean, granted, the cap room next year is it says 169 million there, but 24 of that. And then here's the thing too. And then people can say I'm completely wrong about it, but 50 million, I don't know what the total cap is, but I don't think any player is worth more than and I hate and I really this is what I'm going to get crucified for is I don't think any player is worth more than 10% of your cap. Why? Because there's 53 people that you have to pay out of that cap money. You cannot tell me that you are worth a quarter to 30% of the cap. Know what I'm saying? If the cap is $200 million and you're trying to get 50, you're trying to tell me you're worth one quarter of the cap? And then we get to that point, and I hate to get on that soapbox here, but we get to that point where right now what we're doing is it's flash, right? I want to be the highest paid. I want to set the market. I want to do this, right? So now it all becomes about greed and flash as opposed to I want to win the Super Bowl. I want to play football. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play football, then you would take, you know what I'm saying? $10 million, $5 million, $15 million a year is life changing money, right? You guys haven't sat around and tried to earn, basically survive on a $90,000 a year job, right? You're not, and you don't have to now. You take that job. $5 million is equivalent to one person working for 50 years at $100,000. And it's like, what you know what I'm saying? A person making $100,000 a year for 50 years will make in total $5 million over that time. You're getting it in 1 year. And then some of these guys, CD, right, this year is making $1 million per game. That's life changing money, bro. You know what I'm saying? there's millions of us out there that wish we had your talent and wish we could do it, and we would do it for a lot less money. If we could. Problem is like this. Yes, you've earned your money, but when is enough, right? I mean, I can't even take my family to go watch a game now because where do you think that money is coming from? When I go in and try to buy a ticket, it's $300 a ticket to go watch a game. My family of five, or actually four now, that's what is that? 300, that's $1,200. That's half my mortgage. So I have to decide, are we gonna eat, or I'm just not gonna pay the mortgage so we can go watch a game. So it's hard to have sympathy or empathy or any of that when it's like, dude, if they're offering you 40 million, 30 million, 20 million, that changes your life. A year at that, that changes your life. Why are you holding out for 60? Why are you holding out for 35? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how much is enough? How much greed do we have in this world? What happened to the love of just doing something and getting paid well, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, so it makes it hard for me to be compassionate about that when it's like, you know what I'm saying? If I had the talent, I'd do it for 5 million a year and not even bat an eyebrow, right? So it's like, but like I said, I do get it. I do get it. You want to be, but it's like, is it your ego or is it your pocketbook? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be the highest paid player at this position. Well, that's ego. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's status. That's just materialistic. And then that's unfortunate because that is where we've gotten. And I can't get behind it. I can't get behind it. And then sometimes and then it's funny, I don't know what I'm gonna do here because I'm trying to keep it real and I'm trying to say, okay, well, yeah, we're gonna pay, but then Madden doesn't have these numbers right, right? Because Dak, when he does sign, he's going to sign for like 60, 60, upwards of 60. And I don't, and as a Cowboys fan, it saddens me. CD, I'm not going to say these guys don't deserve the money. They do. They deserve to be paid well, and they deserve. But at some point, we got to start capping the amount of money you put on a position. And then the other thing too is like, well, look, if we pay half our salary cap to four individuals, what is the rest of our team made of? You know what I'm saying? It's like last time I checked, four individuals don't win you a Super Bowl, and it just, and I don't know. And then, plus I'm not that type of person that can sit there and say, yeah, bro, you go ahead and get all the money and I'll work my butt off over here. It's like, what gives you the right to think you know what I mean? I worked for a company. Our CEO, he had just gotten a $7 million raise to put him at 28 million. I was arguing with my director and my executive director, and I told her exactly. I said, look, I said, and at the time I was making 104K. That's all I was making. And I told her, I said, look, he ain't 280 times better than I am. Ain't no man 280 times better than I am. And that was just off the cuff math that I was doing because he's making 28 million a year. I'm making 104K a year. I'm like, so at no point and then you're telling me I'm capped out, I can't get any more money, and yet you're going to give him a $7 million raise? Take that $7 million and then split it among the rest of you people that are sitting down here not making anything, right? Struggling to get by. And you're not struggling at 104, but you know what I'm saying? Another example, Bobby Kotick, can't stand the guy. I don't even know him. Can't stand him though. Why? Because they laid off 900 people after the board went against the vote. The vote said no, he doesn't get a raise. He was making 43 million a year. The we voted, right? Said no, you don't get a raise. The board said Yes, he does. And then they laid off 900 people. You, how do you justify getting a raise if you're laying people off? You know what I'm saying? I tell you what, take that raise and pay those people that you're about to lay off and find them somewhere else to work, something else to do, right? How about pick up your slack? So there you go. And then let me get off of that soapbox right there. Right there. Sorry. My apologies. That's not what this is about. So, and then you got, all right, so we're probably not going to re-sign Cam Akers unless he just all of a sudden starts balling out, but 50 yards a game, even though it was just half of a game, 3.9 yards per carry at the time, just wasn't enough. And then you got to pay Osa, right? We can't pay DeMarcus, we can't pay everybody. And then you got to pay, okay, Cooks we're not going to keep. We got to get younger and faster there. Zeke, as much as I like Zeke, and the game loves him for some reason, because no matter what, Zeke does well. Can't pay. Yep, can't. Yeah, depends. You got to ball out though, bro. Lewis, I don't like him. I think he's too small for what I like in the corners and everything, but he's pretty good, decent price, and he's okay. He's not bad. He's not bad. Um, I don't know. I don't know. He hasn't been healthy, and then now this is his first year, and he's not even healthy this year. What am I talking about? Kendricks, the age thing, right? So we're not gonna be able to re-sign him. Trey Lance, and then here's the thing: if we can figure out if he's gonna truly become something, we might not have to pay Dak 50 million, and then we can probably keep Demarcus. Um, Chauncey, I don't know. Turpin, no, we're not going to keep him. One, because of his age, but then two, because he just in Madden, he's not that great. He's not the threat that he is in real life. Um, so those are the decisions we're gonna have to make. I think I don't know if we're gonna keep Rush or not. Depends. And then definitely we're gonna pick up the 50-year option for Tyler. I think it actually, well, since he's a guard, it's lower. Okay. All right. So that is where we stand. Um, so yeah, we'll have to start negotiating. As a matter of fact, I mean, to be honest with you, this one's kind of a no-brainer. And
Choose
then
from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
okay, and then the way I do it is I go player friendly first, right? Get that base. That's my base. And then I decide, okay, let's see, can I get 6 years in, right? Then I'm gonna drop that, and then now this actually is more realistic as to where he would be, right? So, and then you don't have all the like the guaranteed money and stuff like that. Guaranteed money here is just basically the bonus, right? So 6 years times 15, so that's 90, basically guaranteed. Um, you see, it leaves about 140 left in our cap for next year. So we'll make that offer. So there we are. Nice. And then, I mean, I kind of want to resign Bell. See if we can get him to player friendly. But soon as you go to player friendly, right? He's only 25, so we can go 6 years there. But I want to drop this down, and then we're gonna make it even 8, right? So this is kind of less than what he was asking per year. He wanted a little bit above, right? But we went an extra year on that, and I think we signed him. Yeah. So there we go. Those are the two that like I gotta sign, right? After that, I don't know. Zach, I gotta be honest with you, I'm ready for him to retire. I just am. You know, uh, yeah. So that's it for now. We can let the rest, we can sort them out as the season goes. Uh, I do want to do this real quick just to make sure we got all that settled. So let's go to, all right. So we have the wide receiver, wide receiver. We have, yep, wide receiver, yep, defensive tackle, yep. And then we have our three star. I don't like putting our three star in just one tier, but in, one region, but based on, I like what our three star has with cornerback and middle linebacker. It's just that it didn't work out in national this time around. So next year it'll be better. I don't like firing and hiring scouts over and over again. I don't like the way they did that. I don't like the setup there. Just because it's just to me it's just it's to me it's a commentary that says people are throwaway. Just throw away. You throw away people when you're done with them. You throw away people when you don't need them anymore. You throw away people when they don't fit into your plans. And it's like I just don't like the message that puts across, right? So yeah, no. So I try to get the scouts that I have, and then I move them around based on what that draft class presents, and that's it. So there we have it. So that's all set up. We know that's good. Um, it said assign your area scouts focus. What? Yeah, I can't do anything more than that. And then okay. And then I do have to go into prospects and look at that real quick here, at some point, but I'm not going to do that right now. As a matter of fact, we're going to go back here and then we're going to say, yes, this is a wrap for our week 2 game. And let's hope we do a lot better in the next game. But I don't have a whole lot of confidence for it because we are going to be playing the Ravens and they are a good team, right? Not just because their numbers are higher than our numbers. And what I mean by that is they're 87 overall, we're 85 overall. What I'm saying is they're a really good team, and that mobile quarterback gives us fits. And I just don't know. There's yeah, so I'm not sure what we're gonna be able to do there. But if we're lucky, we might be able to pull it out. But right now we are tied with everyone else in our division, 1-1. And wow, there's only 2 teams without a loss in the NFC. That's crazy. And it's only been 2 games. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, remember, like, comment, subscribe.